Hey folks, Roland here, in the hot seat, back for another round of some hot sauce testing. Partner in crime, Leonard Bass.
Howdy internet people.
Here with another round. This time we're getting into something a little bit more substantial than some of the other ones we've been doing recently. As you can see here, we got our 5 different types lined up of what we're going to be hitting. Starting off the bat, one I personally haven't had in quite some time. But this was like one of the first super hot sauces that I ever had back in the day, a million years ago. This is Dave's Ultimate Insanity. Now I remember about 5 years ago when I first tried this, this kind of knocked me for a loop.
Yeah, it was one of the ones I started on too. Dave's Ultimate Insanity and Death sauce, the original.
Oh, just the pure...
The original Death sauce, Pure Death or whatever it was called, before they started adding the
Joel Kia? You mean Blair's Pure Death?
yeah.
Blair's Pure Death.
Blair's.
Awesome.
I couldn't remember because whatever. It burned the memory out of my head or whatever. But
yeah, skull keychain that came.
Exactly. On. That was intimidating at first, and then it got me to a world of hot saucy amusement.
Seems like it. Now this is rated as Insane Plus by the Dave stuff. We've done some Dave sauces in the past. I think this is the second hottest one they offer. But we're maniacs, so we're gonna do a nice thick dollop here.
Looks like it might be stopped up. Oh man, it's coming.
There we go. Breaking the seal on this bottle for the first time here.
You can get crazy with it, huh?
I was gonna say, you want an equal amount? Or you
yeah,
want less?
Whatever. I just didn't know you were trying to get down like that.
I mean, come on.
It's probably gonna make me hiccup though, so it might be a little hard to talk about the else.
All right, let me just put this away here.
Ooh. I mean, this is thick enough we can dip it down for you.
Yeah.
Show you exactly how much we're working with.
Yeah, that sucker. I remember the first time I tried this, I had a toothpick cap full.
You sure you don't need some milk, champion?
No, I got my ginger ale here for a palate chaser in between. I don't get the hiccups, so fair enough.
Happy New Year.
For science. Oh.
I love how you don't feel anything right when it hits your mouth. And it gives you that like sense that like maybe it's all talk.
I know, it's been a while, maybe I was a different person back then, but
but then like I can feel it in my face already, which is always like a good sign. Because I don't react like this usually, where like he's like breathing heavy and whatnot. Like if it's really hot, that'll get me that way. But I can just feel it in my face.
I get it all around the roof of my mouth, the back of my throat going down. Every time I breathe in, it hurts.
Yeah, this sauce has always been one of those ones where it kind of like cloys to your esophagus, and then like as you breathe in, it like picks up. It's still spicy.
Yeah, it still packs a decent punch. I mean, it's not going to be like incapacitating. I think after the source, there ain't much left.
Yeah, exactly. Except for the Cluck You special. We gotta make it down there and film it sometime.
Absolutely, that's going to be a future episode. What's it, like 17 million Scoville they claim this sauce?
16 million Scoville units. 8 times hotter than pepper spray.
Which is funny, because 15 million Scoville units is pure capsaicin. So if they're doing 16 million, I don't know how that mathematical process works.
I'm just telling you what they claim, brother. It's pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's...
I forgot. It's been a while.
Ooh. It's gonna be tough it's gonna be tough going to the ones after this one. Maybe we should have hit that one second to last.
This sauce is like the Dave's like Insanity line is kind of like the sauces for baby champions. Like if you're gonna try to get into this ultra hot sauce spectrum thing, that's a good one to start with. Because it's really spicy, but in a way that's manageable.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like I don't feel like I need to bite into a creamsicle or anything like right now. It's spicy, but I can still carry on a conversation.
I'm at that borderline now, because I put a lot on there. I think I may have put too much. He's fine, of course. Man's got the tolerance of Hercules, but by the same token, wow. My face is turning red, I'm imagining.
Well, you know what?
I'm sweating.
Let's switch these up, because we've both had this one before. This is a Wild Blue Yonder. I'll put that down so we can get a little shot of it while I give my palate cleanser.
I'm going to have another chip.
This should be good for what ails you. This is the Wild Blue Yonder. Uncle Billy's Wild Blue Yonder Blueberry hot sauce. It's very good. Wild Blueberry hot sauce.
Got that as a gift from Devin on my birthday.
This is all flavor, no heat pretty much, which sometimes is exactly what you want.
Sweet. It's a very sweet barbecue sauce.
I actually love the way it tastes, so I'm going to load myself up nice and proper there. Pour you on a dollop too.
Oh wow, my mouth is still ablaze. This will help though. Mmm. That's something.
Yeah, I mean, it's more blueberry sauce than hot sauce, which sometimes you want. I mean, if we were rating it on heat, that's like a half, or
Yeah,
1 out of 10. It's very, very mild, but it tastes very good. Like, this is the sort of stuff where if I was just sitting around at home and I didn't really, you know, if I was just like if I had done heavy drinking and I didn't want anything like that give me any sort of intestinal distress, that's the sort of sauce I would put on like on anything really, on like ribs, yeah, especially like any sort of pork. It seems like it would be especially great on.
I'm letting him talk because my mouth's still burning from the original one. Oh.
Well, then you better hope this clear hot sauce isn't a doozy for you.
Well, now they got the ability to speak again. This Panola clearly hot sauce, salsa claramente caliente. As you can see, it's clear. It's got some peppers floating around in there. I got this one as a gift from my sister-in-law, Emily. Thank you. I've never tried a clear hot sauce before. I've heard a lot about them. This one, I'm damn curious about.
It's got stuff on it.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like water.
Yeah, it's very, very. It's just about water consistency. So doesn't smell like much.
Yeah. It smells like a peppery spice. Made with garlic. Genuine Cajun product. Flavor. What would you use that on?
Nothing. Personally, I don't like it that much. Can't really recommend it. It's not especially spicy. I don't get too much of a good flavor out of it. It's too runny to be a sauce, and it doesn't pack enough punch to be an additive. Like if you're cooking with it, I don't understand what that's supposed to be for.
Yeah, you put it on like a sandwich, it'll make the bread soggy. You know, you put it on a hot dog, it'll make the bun soggy. It's like, what do you put that on?
Yeah, I really don't. Not feeling that one. Like I'm not sure if that's indicative of clear hot sauces in general, or if it's just this particular one. And I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the rest of these. Yeah, I'm willing to make this. I'm willing to make this blanket statement because I don't care if I come off a little racist. Anything that says, don't worry, it's not gonna be that bad.
Okay.
Anything that says on it salsa picante, like I'm usually not like a huge fan of. Like I don't know what it is, but like I just never think it's that spicy, and I never think that it tastes that great.
Okay, now hold me up here. My Spanish a little off. Picante. What does that translate? I thought it was caliente.
Like salsa picante is, I think, hot sauce, right? That's what this is.
I thought
caliente. Oh, caliente. My bad. Maybe I'm getting it wrong because I'm ignorant. But if it's marketed to, I think just in general for the way that like we enjoy hot sauces.
Yeah.
I think like if it's marketed to like the Spanish community, it's probably more for cooking.
Yeah.
And therefore like not as, you know, really like super tasty or super hot, just kind of more like a background thing.
Yeah, like when you're frying up steak for like fajitas, you throw some of that in there just to like keep it moisturized.
And I fully admit that's just a personal taste thing, but I mean, like usually like all the Goya stuff and whatnot, like I just don't think it's tasty enough or spicy enough for me.
I wouldn't say that's racist.
No. Racially insensitive, maybe.
Not
I don't know.
really.
You gotta cover your bases. It's okay to be racist if you say that you're going to do it and apologize for it, right? Anyway. Here's the next one. This is a Nola hot sauce. So that's a pretty lofty claim. All these people saying that their sauces are coming straight out of New Orleans, and New Orleans is kind of like the India of America in the sense where they're supposed to be known for their spicy nonsense.
Yeah. When I went there, I went there a couple years ago, and yeah, there's all the touristy stuff and all of the the fun stuff and whatever. But I just basically I went there to get like 17, 18 different types of hot sauce to bring home, and I did. And they were all pretty good. Very watery. Not as watery as the clear stuff, but you can see that's a little
it's got a little viscosity to it. I mean, it's not Yeah, it's not super thick, but at least it's not like yeah, the clear stuff is just pretty much water.
Very clear. I mean, very strong flavor as far as aromas. Ooh,
That's delicious.
garlic.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I've decided I like the garlic in hot sauce.
It's garlic and it's vinegar.
Yeah.
Like the garlic and the vinegar really stand out in that. It's not spicy, and like there's nothing on the packaging that would indicate that it's supposed to be a spicy hot sauce.
Well, it's got this little flame. Is that fire? Or I don't know.
Well, I'm not even sure.
It's got a warning label.
Well, see, I'm not even sure that. Like, I think that might just be like an indicator that it is in fact a hot sauce. Yeah, I don't know what this little guy's doing right here. But yeah, I'm not sure what's up with this little guy here. But it's like on the side of the packaging. I mean, on the front, it doesn't like it's got fire, but that's just branding. It doesn't say anything.
It looks like
about
something
being
you'd
super spicy.
airbrush on the side of a van.
Yeah, it looks like something that's some sort of like a motorcycle guy would think
It's supposed to look like
cool.
the Saints symbol almost.
Yeah, it's tribal. It looks like the sort of thing that a douchebag would get painted on their body.
I would.
Permanently.
Fair enough.
Tastes delicious though.
I would mix that in with hamburgers to make like spicy, flavorful hamburgers for the griddle and stuff.
Yeah, whereas like the thing I said about like the hot sauce is marketed to the Spanish community, like this is another like totally personal preference thing, but when I eat hot sauces just because I want to have something tasty on my food, I usually go for the stuff with the vinegary bite to it. Like I mean, my favorite hot sauce for just like home consumption is still Tabasco sauce, and it doesn't really have much to do with the spiciness to it. It's just the flavor. I really like how how the vinegar is like the focus of it.
Yeah, it's a nice salt. It accentuates flavor.
And that is very vinegary and garlicky, which is delicious.
Another gift from my sister-in-law, Emily. Thank you. All right.
This is the one I'm most excited for because I'm trying it.
Yeah. Now, on the first episode where we did pepper sauce testings, when Leonard made a guest appearance, we got a bottle from a fellow YouTuber by the name of Tmudder.
And it was delicious.
It was. It was a scorpion moruga garlic sauce. Very thick and just knocked his socks off.
Yeah, if you like garlic, it was like really good.
Very good. This is his second bottle that he sent to me. Check out his page. There's going to be a link in the descriptor as well. There's actually a video of him making, not this, but making some of the other things that he sent us that we use on the show. He's contributed so much for the show. The least I can do is give that guy a push. And here we have his second hot sauce, the Roasted Ghost. This is the same thing that he sent a smaller bottle of to Paul with a video that was put up recently, but he hasn't tried his on air yet, so we're going to try ours for the first time here. Now this one, I don't think it has as much of a garlic influence. Well, maybe a little bit.
No, like, did he talk to you about how this is supposed to be? Is this like a really spicy one? Is this supposed to be more flavor?
I think it's supposed to be in the more spicy range.
I like the, like you can already see that there, like I can already see seeds, like pepper seeds in there.
Yeah.
And some full-on, just like herbs, which is good. It's got a good consistency to it. It's not too thick. It's not too watery.
Absolutely. Peppers from his own garden. All the ingredients in there he made himself.
Smells really good. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm gonna try this right now.
Let's do it. Tomato base.
Yeah.
That's different for him.
It doesn't taste the way you would imagine. It's certainly not bad. It still tastes good, but the way it smells, you wouldn't assume that it would have that tomato-based taste to it. Yeah,
That's good.
it is good.
That one's affecting you more than the
No, one of the peppers caught the back of my throat. Like not the peppers, the seeds. I'm trying not to cough. There's no avoiding it.
I was gonna say, if I had had this one first before that, the heat of this would probably be disturbing me right now. But I just come down from the flare up from that, so this is all flavor for me.
Yeah, and it tastes great. And you know what? Because he was such a nice gentleman who sent this out. And because I coughed the last time, I'm actually gonna have some more. You want to indulge in some more with it?
That's what it's here for.
Because it tastes real good. Tmudder, I like your stuff. I'd like to see if you can make a. Don't consider this a direct challenge because you've been such a generous benefactor, but my tolerance is a lot higher than Roland's, but I'm going to continue to guest on your show. So if you'd like to send out something that you think can lay me out, that'd be excellent.
And of course, I'll try it as well.
Very good. It's got a nice little nice little cake that I keep getting like on the back of the roof of my mouth, like
Yeah,
right as it goes down.
Usually, now, nothing against ghost chilies, Nagajalokias, Buchalokias, whichever one you prefer. I actually don't know which one is actually considered the true ghost chili. I've noticed that the ghost chilies in general have a distinct flavor, almost like a tart bitterness that you only get in those peppers. And I was kind of worried about this tasting like that, and you don't get that. Because like, the Dave's ghost pepper sauce, it's hot as hell, but it has like a odd aftertaste that just doesn't, I just not fond of it, and I think the tomato just completely erases that in this one. Because it's not bitter or acidic at all.
I think in terms of like overall quality for what they're going for, this is probably the best batch we've done.
Yeah.
Because this is supposed to be very spicy, and it is. This is just incredibly delicious if you like blueberries. This one is just delicious in general. Tmudder sauce is delicious, and it's got like a kind of like a lingering, like actual burn to it. Like right now, it's on the tip of my tongue. Like I said, at the back of the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, you're reddening up a little bit.
I know, yeah. Like the second one, if I had just done the first one, I probably wouldn't have noticed it as much. But like going for seconds, which is what I would do if I were eating this hot sauce on my own food, I would either put a lot on to begin with, or I would put some on and then eat. Like if I was eating rice, I would like eat some of the rice and then put more on and then do it that way.
Yeah.
It does have a nice burn to it, and it just goes to show that like homemade stuff like this, especially like with the stuff picked fresh out of his garden, it like really makes a difference. Like that sauce is like just as good as any of these other ones in terms of like, it's actually better than any of the other ones in terms of like combining flavor and heat together. And this one just stood there. That's what I think about that hot sauce.
All right. Well, again, Todd, excellent.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
So I think we're gonna wrap this one up here.
Mind if I get a little plug action in?
I was just gonna say, I don't know if you have or not.
All right, for those of you who've been watching all these videos, I'll pick this back up because I don't want to be a jerk forever. Those of you who've been watching all these episodes, you've already heard me say it, but just in case, I do a little podcast with my buddy Mike called The Best of No Worlds. It's not a family-friendly show like this is, so keep the kiddies at home. It's definitely not safe for work. But if you're ever looking for some offensive humor, check us out if you want. It's you can look us up on iTunes and subscribe. It's Best of No Worlds. Or you can find us online at noworlds.podbean.com.
There'll be a link to it in the descriptor bar as well. Like there usually is. Anyways, thank you for coming on my show again, Leonard.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
This was a good batch, and well, I guess for In the Hot Seat, I'm Roland.
I'm Leonard. Peace out, Internet people.
We'll see you next episode.